Hey everyone, happy Monster Monday. I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today I am reviewing the Toony Terrors Series 4 figures from NECA Toys. These are available now, and this wave includes Regan from The Exorcist, Beetlejuice, Victor Crowley from Hatchet, and Sam from Trick or Treat. These figures are 6 inches scale and are animated inspired, as opposed to offering the film accurate version. These figures are meant for fun. They're meant to be a little bit more on the friendly side, and NECA's doing a phenomenal job on this line. So as you can see, the figures are packaged on the standard blistered card that we've seen for the line. Great artwork up there. Toony Terrors says right on top there. The artwork on the front, it looks like a movie cinema where you walk in to see the movie. And again, the blister card looks good. I'm really loving the artwork on these. As I'm sure you're aware, the back of the cards is a diorama backdrop. And this one's to Sam from Trick or Treat on the left there and Victor Crowley from Hatchet on the right. And here's a look at the back of the packaging for Regan from The Exorcist, as well as Beetlejuice on the right there. So these are very nicely done. I love the fact that you can use them for display. NECA has done a lot of great work with their horror licenses. And I think this line is definitely evidence of that. This is something new, something I think very exciting. So what I'm going to do now is take the figures out of packaging and let's take a closer look. Here's your in-hand look at this wave. Victor Crowley comes from the Hatchet franchise. Hatchet kind of resembles Friday the 13th a little bit, Jason Voorhees, while Victor Crowley is more of a spirit haunting the swamps of New Orleans looking for his father while killing everyone in his path. Sam from the Trick or Treat movie, he is the some kind of demonic pumpkin that enforces all the rules at Halloween. And Regan from The Exorcist, she is a 12-year-old girl who becomes possessed by a demon. And of course, we have Beetlejuice, the ghost with the most. Here's a closer look at Victor Crowley. He comes in blue overalls with a dark blue stain on them. I'm not positive if it's that blood stain or something, but it's all over the front, as you see there, on his legs and chest, while it's not on the back. He comes with a hatchet, which is removable from his hand, and comes with a muscular sculpt. They did a very nice job sculpting him. His head sculpt is deformed, and you see some kind of axe right across the face. I believe that's how he was killed in the movie. And of course, as I said, the hatchet is removable. Giving you a look there. He has a few points of articulation, such as a swivel wrist. For the hatchet, you can move it around. Swivel shoulders. And a ball-jointed neck, which you see there. The legs are not articulated, neither are the feet. It's just the one wrist, the shoulders, and the head. The back, his spine also looks completely deformed, the way it's looked and the way it's sculpted. The hair, as you see there, it's individually sculpted. He's mostly bald, and you can see the back of his head throughout various areas of the hair. You also see lumps on his arms here. Giving you guys a look here. And of course, let's take a closer look at his head sculpt. And there's a closer look at his head sculpt. You see the scar right across his face there. Both eyes are different. Looks like most of his teeth have fallen out. The lumps on his head, showing him completely deformed. They did a very nice job sculpting him. So there's your look there. Here's a closer look at Sam from Trick or Treat. He's in orange pajamas with patches. There's 2 of them there. There's also a sack on his head, just like in the movie. In the movie and previous figure offerings had the sack that was fully textured, and they did a very nice job on it. This sack, however, is smooth for Toony Terrors. And you also see the buttons for eyes, the stitched mouth. They did a very nice job on this. And turn them around. Both of Sam's hands can hold these accessories. This includes the pumpkin lollipop and the sack that he drags around in the film. The lollipop can just slide right in. As shown. And the sack, just put it through the hand, lower the arm down a little bit, and there's a look at him holding both of them. They did a very nice job on it. Let's turn them to the side, giving you guys a look at all the views here. Of course, he's got this little detail down here. Sam also comes with Demonic Pumpkinhead, which I'm sure you remember from the film. It's very easy to snap this on and off. Just pops off as shown, and put the new head on there. So there's a look at Sam's other head sculpt. Let's take a look at the sides. It's shaped just like a pumpkin, and it has some demonic features in the front there, which is pretty neat. Next up is Regan from The Exorcist. She comes in her light blue pajamas with the white stripe there. There's also the vomit stain on her pajamas, which are painted in green. Those are very nicely done. The head sculpt looks demonized, and they did a very nice job on that sculpted detail, especially the deco. You see the blood scratches on her face there. Very nicely done. So let's give you a look at all the sides here. She has 3 main points of articulation: ball jointed head, swivel shoulders, and there's a look at the back. As far as accessories, she comes with an interchangeable head sculpt and a vomit piece that can plug into this other head sculpt. Switching out the heads is very simple, but just as a precaution, I used a hairdryer to loosen up the bottom of the head, because it does get pretty stiff over time. Okay, so now that that's on there, you see this new head sculpt has the open mouth, and this piece kind of just plugs in as shown, and it looks like she's vomiting as seen in the film, which is a pretty cool feature. It's great attention to detail there. They definitely did a great job on this. And of course, you have the vomit stain on her pajamas there. Here's Beetlejuice. He comes in his black and white striped tuxedo. They did a very nice job on the paint applications on this figure. He's in a black tie with a white undershirt here. There's a look at the side. The figure has 3 points of articulation, such as a ball-jointed head, swivel shoulders, and interestingly enough, the legs are sculpted a little bit to the sides, making him a tiny bit difficult to stand on his own, so you got to position him just right. The head sculpt, very nicely done. Just look at how the hair is sculpted here. Sculpted up and out, kind of like he has snakes in the hair or something like that, which he does in the film, just not this particular head sculpt. He also has the green deco around his head there, as seen in the film. And also on his cheek right there. The paint applications on the head, very nicely done. And let's just raise the arms up. Just for fun, giving you guys a look. So I really like the pose on this figure. It's very dynamic. Looking like he just sprang out of somewhere after you saying his name 3 times. Beetlejuice is the only figure from the wave not to come with any accessories, which I find a little disappointing. I wish they found something to include him with, but they could revisit the character down the line, maybe a few waves from now, and offer a different variation of him, just as we've seen them do with characters like Ash Williams, Jason Voorhees. But again, they did a very nice job on him. I'm loving the dynamic pose on him. And as I said, he has a little trouble standing on his own, so you just gotta position him just right. Comparison time. Here's a look at Victor Crowley along with Jason Voorhees. The figures are very nicely done scale-wise, and Victor stands just a tiny bit taller than Jason. And here's a comparison of Regan and Sam along with Chucky and Tiffany. I wanted to give you guys a size comparison, giving you a look there. Obviously, Tiffany and Chucky, they're smaller than Sam. So the scale-wise works very well, and they did a very nice job on these. And here's a comparison of Beetlejuice with Ash Williams. I wanted to give you guys a look at the size of Beetlejuice, just for a fun little mashup and comparison here. They pretty much stand the same size. Again, Beetlejuice is very nicely done, loving the dynamic pose, and he works very well in this line. Overall, this wave of Toony Terrors is a great offering from NECA Toys. I'm loving how they did this. I'm loving the style. I'm really enjoying this line overall. All 4 of these characters work great for the line overall. And I can't wait to see what new licenses and characters they introduce for this line down the road. Hopefully it'll go on for a few more years at best. I would definitely recommend picking these up. I think fans of NECA Toys and horror fans in general will definitely love these figures. Obviously, you have 4 very dynamic and memorable characters, especially Beetlejuice. I think, and Victor Crowley fans will definitely love those too. I want to thank NECA Toys again for providing this wave for review. We greatly appreciate that. I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage, and please like and share this video as it tells YouTube to share it with more people. Also check out the written portion and photo gallery of this review. Thank you.